Yes, there is a difference between taking a picture versus creating the picture. Like any task, the more you get to know it, the easier it is to create and enjoy it. Same with photography. Let's see what that means. My name is Anthony Lawrence, and I've been a photographer for over 30 years. For a number of years, I was a certified professional photographer. I taught photography at a local college, and in 2010, I wrote a book on photography. And although technology has progressed, the basics are still the same. With all this experience, I am confident that even seasoned photographers will pick up a few pointers in each session. Now, let's get started. To truly become a good photographer, one needs to continually improve. One of the next steps in a process should be a course in art appreciation. There are a variety of online courses, like the Barnes Foundation, offering free video lectures. While the full courses cost money, Barnes offers free lectures on color, line, light, and composition. Consider also the local college, university, community art institutes, libraries, and even art clubs. In the years of teaching photography, I found that the best photographers are art students. Note that I did not say additional equipment or even more photography courses. These are important to be sure, and you will make that route and take it in due time. For the present, however, learn the basics with what you have, but above all, get to know your camera. In this age of digital photography, cameras have become so good that it almost seems one does not need to know anything about the art of taking a photograph. Just point and shoot. Their camera do it all for you. Indeed, if that is all you're interested in doing, then you need not go any further. But if you are one of the millions who want to decide for themselves how a picture is taken and take charge of the camera, then my book and my videos are you key. Remember, without your intervention, camera decides, not you. The book and these videos will tell you why and how to manipulate your camera to do what you want and achieve results you want, not the camera. However, even here, many details have been left out because it's beyond the scope of this introduction. But it will get you started with simple, practical rules of thumb, resulting with images that you'll be proud to share and display. The emphasis is on the appreciation of manual approach to obtaining the photograph. Think of your camera as an artist thinks of their palette. They use paint and brush to capture an image on a canvas. Your camera is the palette, with the sensor or film being the canvas, and you use light to paint the image on that sensor by manipulating camera settings, which are like a brush, to create an image on a camera canvas, also known as the sensor. Indeed, photography means to paint with light, so you can let the camera's computer decide how that image is painted on the sensor, or you can do that yourself. I'll assume you want to do the light painting yourself since you're still here. This approach puts you in a different league of photographers who create a picture as artists do, as opposed to photographers who just capture an image and allow the camera computers to determine how that final image will look. This creative process alone contributes much to the satisfaction and fulfillment of photographic joy and artistry. But there is more, because just as the artists refine their paintings, you, with the help of software, will do that as well to get an image to be proud of. This manipulation process, known as shooting with the camera set to the manual mode, and it is easier to appreciate than you realize. We'll cover it in a detail in the next video. But now let's just concentrate on how the differences manifest themselves in everyday photography. Let me give you a real specific example of this. In one of my classes, I had an art student who came to the class because he realized, hey, there is more to photography than just pointing a camera at the subject and pressing the shutter release button. As an art student, he understood how the image should be composed, cropped, illuminated to hold the viewer's attention. With the camera in the auto, he captured a picture and it was so good that he submitted it to a publisher, and in fact, it was published. Then the publisher comes back and says, hey, can you get me more of such images? He tried, but without any success. Why, you ask? Well, because the first time he was lucky in that the time of the day, the light, and the camera's computers would just process the image in an ideal way. But all subsequent tries failed because the conditions were different. And the camera's computer processed the image based on the algorithm built in the camera for the time of the day when the image was captured. The only way to get a repeatable and consistent results was to override the computer and set the parameters for image capturing manually. So you just shut down the camera's exposure computer and you make the exposure decisions yourself. To accomplish this, all you need to do is turn the mode dial to M setting. This sets your camera and makes it just a plain box with a hole in it. And you, not the computer, controls what happens. Which means that you must enter all exposure parameters manually. Now, you are the artist, choosing the brushes and forcing the light to paint the image the way you want it, not the way camera's computer wants it. This approach allows you to create an image that you will be proud of. Learning this process takes a bit of time, but it's still a lot less than learning how to paint. I promise you, you'll learn how to do it in less than 15 minutes in the next video. And once you know it, photography becomes a hobby on a whole different level. Look at it this way. An artist must learn the basics of composition, color, perspective, light shadows, dominant subjects, etc., etc. This is why I push art appreciation and not new expensive gear, because a combination of manual exposure and art appreciation will allow you to take competition-worthy pictures just from around your house and neighborhood. Remember, an artist has a more difficult task. Got to prepare the paints, get the easel, make the sketches, paint the scene, and continue to refine it and get it exactly the way they imagined it. A photographer, by comparison, has it easy. Just let the light paint the picture, bring it home, and refine it with software to get it exactly the way they imagined. But that's the subject of the future videos. In the next video, in fact, we'll concentrate on getting that manual method, and it's shockingly easy. Promise you, check it out.